What's happening, everybody? I am so excited to talk to you about What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. I just finished this book today. I devoured it in 3 days. It took me a long time to start, but once I started, I did not want to stop. I think that you all would really enjoy it if you enjoy thriller type novels. Don't you worry, this is a spoiler-free video because I encourage you to pick up this book, experience it for yourself because I think you would really like it. I didn't know anything about this book before I dove headfirst into this crazy thriller story. I was captivated, honestly, by page 1. And I think for me, it was really interesting and exciting because I could relate to it from a childhood standpoint of imagination, using your creativity to have fun in the woods. Now, I can't say that I played in the woods with friends, but I definitely played a lot in our backyard growing up. And you have to be imaginative when you're trying to entertain yourselves for hours on end. But this book, believe it or not, this is Kate Alice Marshall's first adult thriller debut novel. She writes a lot of other novels for young adults. I was seriously so impressed with this book. It just came out earlier this year, January 2023. She did an amazing job. I can see why it blew up. You can find it in bookstores anywhere. I personally got my copy at a great price at Pango Books. Perfect condition, excellent resource if you're an avid reader. But I want to talk to you a little bit about the basic storyline of this so you can determine if this is a book that you would be interested in. Now, once again, this is spoiler free, so don't worry. If you would like to pick up the book and read it yourself, I highly encourage you to do so. But let's get started because I want you to be as excited as I am about this book. This book is centered around our main character. Her name is Naomi Shaw. Well, she changes her name later on to Naomi Cunningham. She is best friends with two other little girls. One of them is Cassidy. They call her Cass. The other one is Olivia. They call her Liv. They play in the woods all these really magical games. When they're younger, they admit to believing in magic. They like fantasy realm. They create all these games where they might be witches or magicians. They like to make potions. They like to make charms to keep them safe. So just imaginative little girls, and you can't help but kind of fall in love with them because every childhood should have that aspect of magic that lives outside of the real world. You know, when you're kids, you're not thinking about working, paying bills. You're outside playing and having fun with your friends. And there's something just so charming about the way this author captured that. And it was right in the beginning that I truly felt how real the situation was because I have my own memories of playing outside in the wilderness and creating our own little games. But one day something goes terribly wrong. They're playing a game that they have created. It's called Goddess. Our main character here was attacked and she was stabbed 17 times. Crazy enough, our main character lives to tell the tale. However, she admits that she was a liar, leading you to believe that who she claimed hurt her was in fact not guilty of this crime. So I'm gonna leave it there for you. Once again, super exciting book. There's really no lulls. I thought the pace was very fast, extremely captivating. I hope you enjoy this book. Leave me some comments below. Did you enjoy this book? Have you read it yet? Is it on your TBR? As far as length is concerned, once again, you'll fly through this. I'm not really concerned about the page count, but this particular copy is 319 pages. I got through it in 3 days because I loved it. Couldn't put it down. Brand new. Came out earlier this year, but I'm so excited for you. I can tell you, me personally, this was a 5-star out of 5-star read. I very much enjoyed it, which was really kind of a cool experience, only because I don't typically gravitate towards thrillers that much. I'm much more of a fantasy buff, but this one, I have no regrets. I'm so glad I picked this one up, and I'm so excited for you to experience it. All right, catch you later. All right, I had to come back and tell you all because I just got back from my book club and I was shocked to hear that some of the ladies did not enjoy this book. Me, personally, I thought this was 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a wild ride. There was so much going on, but for that same reason, a lot of people didn't like it. We were split about 50-50. We had 50% of the people really enjoyed this book, and the other 50% really didn't like it. They said that there was too much going on, there were too many twists, there were too many characters. For me, that made it very exciting and unpredictable, but for some people, it was very frustrating. So I just had to come back and say that because I can only speak for myself. I really loved it. I highly recommend it, but this book, I understand, may not be for everyone. I think that can be said about every single book that's ever been published. So that also reminds me, I forgot to mention my favorite quote from the book. It's on the second to last page. You can find it on page 318. The conversation is revolving around trust, and the line is this: "That's the thing about trust, isn't it?" Ethan said. "You gather all the evidence you can, you use your brain, weigh character and past actions, but the final inch of it, that's faith. Trust means believing in someone. It's not just a conclusion, it's a choice." Totally believe that. It is an absolute choice to trust someone. In this book, you will likely not trust anyone, including the narrator, including Naomi herself. So just figured I would share. If this book isn't for you, you are not the only one. If you love this book, clearly you're not the only one. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you loved it or hated it. Catch you later.